All right, people, what it do. Listen, today's going to be rough, all right? I don't know why I woke up today. I feel like crap, but I wanted to show you this, so we're going to do this. If I sound funny, my bad. We're going to dive in. Listen, we've been doing a lot of work recently talking about ChatGPT and, as you listen to conversations around ChatGPT, one of the things that comes up over and over again is people having the impression that it just doesn't do what they want it to do, right? And I think a lot of that has to do with not understanding how to properly ask it questions, right? So if you are a person who is using it and everyone's telling you that you're not asking the proper instructions or not asking the proper questions rather, that's fine and dandy unless you absolutely don't even know what to ask it. And I've come to the conclusion that from listening to a majority of the people I watch do interviews, you don't know how to ask questions. So it's cool. It's not your fault. Like if you haven't been in a position to learn to ask those questions, that could be a problem. It also could be like me, where you grew up in the house where the answer was always look it up. Look it up was the tough love instructions for your parents didn't know either, because compliments of our founding fathers, my parents weren't offered the same educational opportunity as others, so they had to go and fight for those rights. You know what I'm saying? So they didn't know. They didn't say they didn't know because, they thought you were looking up to them. They didn't know it was okay to say that they didn't know. So they hid behind the tough love of go look it up. You know what I'm saying? So, like, if you're one of those people, you grew up in one of those fancy style households, then yeah, there's that. So, of course, there are things that you can do to move this along, right? And one of those things is learn how to ask better questions. And guess who you can query to find out how to ask better questions? ChatGPT, believe it or not. So, a couple months back, ChatGPT rolled out a new feature that was called custom instructions. And basically, what it does is, if you've watched any of the previous two streams and let me mark that so I can remember to put that there. If you watched any of the previous two streams and you have also just dove into maybe watching some other stuff out here that is doing these sort of things, you have heard these crazy long, semi-complicated prompts designed to give ChatGPT more bases to go on. And here's what I like to liken this to. Okay, now I'm looking for my people in the chat. Come with me now on this journey, and you tell me if you've done something like this your dang self, okay? So you call up Spectrum. I'll pick them because they're good for this. Comcast, Xfinity, whomever you have. And you're like, look, I'm going to explain this one time and one time only. So before I get into my complicated explanation, do you have all the capability possible to resolve my solution? Or after I explain this complicated situation to you, will you pass me on to another representative to which I will have to explain this again? Do you have enough authority to solve a major account problem as far as maybe possibly refunds, or free months? And the person says yes. And you're like, absolutely sure. Because if I have to repeat myself again, I'm telling you right now, there will be legal action. Then they get scared, and then they bring you to the next person. And you repeat that again. and they'll bring it to the next person. And now you're talking to the person you need to talk to. If you've been in a situation like that, think of that whenever you're positing a question to ChatGPT. Think of, listen, I don't want to explain myself 7 times. I want to make sure that I'm talking to a person who can actually make an executive decision, and I do not wish to get passed up and down the line 75 times. You can posit backstory like that to your questions when you reach ChatGPT, which will then in turn give you a better response. Okay, so custom instructions are basically that. What I just said is sort of how you would set up custom instructions. I would like to know also from a chat community who out there has a particular topic that they would like to dig into, and I'll use you as a guinea pig to build some custom instructions around. And basically, this is called professional live streamer making an excuse to drink some water. My throat is killing me. Hold on. 1 second while I wait for y'all to chat. In my brain, I had my little throat lozenges there. Aubrey, that's a little bit far. That's going to be hard, just to tell you, because I don't like what exactly is a fountain pen expert. Like, really though. Oy! Man, I thought for sure I had some throat lozenges in here. And Val keeps telling me to buy the dang spray, and I keep forgetting to do it. So now I'm going to go to Amazon and listen exactly to Val, because she's given me the secret 17 times, and I still have yet to purchase this damn throat protection. I might have to eat a Jolly Ranchers, which is going to suck because it's just going to make a lot of noise. Anyway, here we go. What did K-Walk says? Tips for those new to teaching K through 12. Okay. See, now, here's what's going to be a little difficult, but I'll explain it to you. It's easier to do this when the person positing the question kind of semi-knows what they're talking about, and that's why some of us get better results, because we already know what we're talking about. We're just going to them for some expansion upon concepts or ideas. I already got those bad boys. No, I did it recently. This ain't the flu. This is my niece bringing her kid germs to my house. Anyway, so let me show you what I mean by this. I'm going to blank out my custom instructions that I have right now. And then before I screw this up completely, though, I'm going to make a copy of it, and then I am going to place it in my Notion so that I can pull it back, because I definitely don't want to mess this up. I got my joints, kind of good. You know what I mean? So what is the best way to do this? Call out. Let's do a call out, Puyaka, paste in my joints, and then I will make a secondary call out. Yeah, we're getting a little Notion fancy right here. Don't worry. And then I will grab my second instructions. Now, if you're rocking the plugin Superpower, you can actually have multiple custom instructions. My Superpower plugin is broken ATM at the minute. So, yeah, that part's a little bit challenging. But let's do this. And then I will show you the screen. Puyaka, let's dive in. Let's do what K-Walk says. So here is what you throw in custom instructions. What would you like ChatGPT to know about you to better respond? Where are you based? What do you do for work? What are your hobbies and interests? What subject matter can you talk about for hours? What are some goals that you have? Okay. La la la. I'm gonna copy and paste my beginnings because I think they're good. All right. So these are my beginnings. This is still work for this. Doc Rock, I'm a Gen X male living in Honolulu, Hawaii, USA. I have a high intellect and I can be spoken to in an expert term on most subjects. My fields of expertise are content creation, community building, Apple technology and services, audio and video gear, podcasting, live streaming, motivational abundance and success mindset, coaching, content coaching. I enjoy learning new things and appreciate extra pointers to information or context that I might not have considered. Consider me a lifelong learner, the curious type. Being given helpful information proactively rather than having to ask. Show, don't tell. This is exactly what I teach you guys. Show, don't tell, right? So that's my custom instruction for the beginning of that. Okay? So now I'm going to say, how do I want to respond? Oh, yeah, up here, this is what Chad thinks you. Come here. Can I grab that? No, I can't. I'm going to do it. Let me do a little control. What is that word? Command Shift 2. I am using a plugin called Text Sniper. Text Sniper allows me to copy text from round about any damn place and get jiggly with it. All right. So this is what they are telling you to start with in this little box, right? In case it's hard for y'all to read, this is what it is saying, right? Where are you based? Who do you work for? What are your hobbies and interests? What subject matters can you talk about for hours? And what are some of the goals that you have? So I've covered that. I've covered that with my brief little synopsis, right? And then let's go to how do you want to respond. So let me grab these thought starters here. Boom, boom, boom. This is the second box. This is important. You know, when Chad just answers with really irritating stuff and you're like, Chad, that ain't got a dang bit to do with what I told you to say. Like, whose leg are you pulling, right? I just doubled this so I can edit the bottom one. This is how you fix that, right? Because that gets real old when you have to explain to this thing over and over again, don't say that, don't say this, don't do that, don't do this. It gets old. It just does. Because you're like sick of Chad by that point. So this is how we're going to solve this problem, right? How formal or casual should ChatGPT be? How long or short should responses generally be? How would you like to be addressed? I don't really care about that one. Should ChatGPT have opinions on topics or remain neutral? So that's the stuff that goes down here on the bottom. Okay, so let's do this. Nearly. I probably picked the wrong areas because, hey, I'm not a teacher. What the frick do I know? You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Let me see. I'm going to just copy and paste a couple of things that I like just to make my, because you guys know I can't type, so I pre-gamed. All right, so I'm going to just use these basic ones right here. You're an expert in early to adolescent childhood development. What do we call teachers that teach teachers? College of Education. If I'm saying it wrong, Cat, fix it. You do it. Fix it your damn self. All right, there we go. Okay, so I said, Ro, you're an expert in early and adolescent childhood development, a specialist in College of Education. You teach teachers how to teach. Please provide responses in clear, structured manner with important points summarized. Your goal is to provide in-depth and accurate analysis and opinions in various fields of expertise. It says my first question to discern the most appropriate field of occupation of an expert. And that would best answer the question, if any. I don't need to do this because I did that already. Bam, bam. And then under tone, maintain a professional tone and balances friendliness and formality. And then I said use markdown graphs and charts and tables as needed to illustrate key points of content. So there you go. How formal should it be? Long and short responses should be. How do you want to generally be addressed? And should it have any things or remain neutral? Let's do this one more thing. I'm going to add, if at any time, boom, you require more context, pimp. If at any time you require more context, please ask that questions. And then I want to boom, boom, boom. I'm going to add one more. These are just me. I mean, you can do these. You can add your own. URLs should be from approved domains, right? And then cross-reference URLs for validity, no fabricated URLs. Every once in a while, you tell it to give you links, and it'll give you some BS links. Okay, so listen, this is where it gets a little freaky deaky, okay? I know some of y'all are thinking, move this box so I can copy those. Mine are not going to help you. Okay, I can give you guidelines, but these should be you. You should tell it what you want to hear. Otherwise, it's going to tell you what I want to hear. Okay, so copying my prompt verbatim doesn't really help you. I'll give you some basic structure. They've given you some. I'll give you some more. I'll show you some of the basic things you can posit. But these custom instructions will get you a heck of a lot further. Already? Okay, so let's close this. Boom, we're going to press save. And then we're going to bust a new chat. All right, I'm going to hit GPT-4. And do I really want to rock plugins? Sometimes custom instructions and plugins clash. But in this particular case, I am going to cut off vidIQ because we not need that. And I'll just leave it with Prompt Perfect and Web Pilot. All right, so now yeah, I know that, but University of Hawaii is called College of Education. I don't know what they call it at your school. You know, it's not my field of study. See, this is why me trying to do your work for you doesn't work because I don't know your lingo, right? The only thing that mattered was the teacher, easy grade, or were they hot? Other than that, we didn't give a you know what I'm saying? So, boom, boom, boom. Should you keep it neutral to avoid jargon? No, you can see, there you go. That's a good one. If you're talking to teachers, you can use industry jargon. You can even put in the custom type of words that you use in the custom instructions. Anyway, so what is the question that we could possibly ask? Always start with please. You don't have to. It's just me. I can't spell. What the hell? Wrong. All right, let me fix my freaking typos. Bam. Oh my God. So there you go. Even figured out my outline. I didn't write outline. I said write it out. It was supposed to be outline, but it figured it out. Oh wait, y'all are not seeing what I'm. Man, come on. Sick day is not good. All right. Anyway, so let me go back to the top while it's doing this. I says please write an outline that I will use to instruct educators on the proper use and safety of artificial intelligence, hereto known as AI. I want to help them allay fears and better educate their students. All right, so this was the output that it gave me. Murder was the case that they gave. Sorry. Definition of AI, a brief history of AI evolution and the importance of AI in the digital age. Professional learning, right? Efficiency and automation, enhanced engagement, interactive tools, virtual tutors, gamified learning experience, data-driven analysis, analyzing student performance, and predicting potential learning gaps. Ooh, I like that. Common misconception fields: AI will replace human, blah, blah, blah. It's all there. Data privacy, ensure student data privacy is protected and not misused. Transparency, blah, blah, blah. Regularly updating and referring to AI tools to ensure accuracy and fairness. Stay informed, collaborate, educate students, feedback loop. Emphasizing the potential of AI as a tool for enhancement, not replacement. Important balance approach in embracing benefits while being aware of the challenges. Here's some additional resources. That's a basic outline. See? So, boom. Okay, I don't know how this got confused. Let's run this back. Tech Sniper has jack all to do with custom AI. Tech Sniper is a macOS utility that allows you to just jack text out of screenshots. macOS does it by itself. It just doesn't do it as elegantly. So don't confuse the two. Please disconnect that from your brain. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Joe Man Murphy, how are you doing? Vertical space archaeology. Damn, that sounds cool. That sounds cool. All right, so basically, based off of what we put in the chat inside of this particular custom instructions, I told it to be an expert in early adolescent childhood development. And again, my question was my question because I don't know jack all about this. So it would be better if Kathy was to give us the question because then it would make more sense. I was just making up what came to my head. So if the output isn't what you expected, don't blame me. I'm not a teacher. Anyway, I told it to be a teacher who teaches teachers, basically. I said, provide responses in a clear, structured manner with important points summarized and to provide in-depth and accurate analysis. I said, address my first question and make sure, the most appropriate expert is coming through. I told it to maintain a tone. It did that, balance, friendliness, and formality. And at this particular point, there's no key points that needed marked down or graphs. And it did give me a properly formed URL. Let's check to see if that worked. Sorry. Boom and boom. There you go. It did actually pull a proper thing. Okay, so I need to write this as a white paper for my school, who are AI literate and quite frankly, public school education illiterate as well. All right, cool. So let's go back and let's do what you say. Oh, you ding dong. You know I can't type people. Sorry, hold on. Ba, 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 ba. I'm just going to pick a place because I don't know the place. All right. So I said, nice. Now help me create a white paper for Durham, North Carolina school superintendent and education committee about educating middle schoolers. There you go. Now I don't got to do shit. What you need to do is just take the advice I give you and make it work for you. My typing has little to do with your success. If my typing is fucking with your success, you're in the wrong spot. I am watching from sunny, fill in the blank, whatever ChatGPT says. I am from sunny. It's actually raining today. I'm from Honolulu, Talman. So normally it's sunny. Today it's raining. So what can I do? All right. So let's go see what Chad had to say about Kathy's thing. All right. White paper, integrating artificial intelligence in middle school education in Durham, North Carolina. I don't know where you live, so I just made that shit up. Executive summary, a brief overview of the white paper's purposes and key findings. Okay, we got that. Introduction. Define a brief history of AI, relevance of AI in today's educational landscape. Cool, that looks dope. The current state of education in Durham North. Click again, change it to whatever you want. Overview of the current curriculum and teaching methodologies, challenges faced by educators and students. Potential of AI in middle school education. Personalized learning, how AI can adapt content to fit a student's individual needs. Interesting, me likey. Poppy likey this one. This is really, really, really clever. All right. Interactive learning, using AI-driven tools for simulations, virtual labs, interactive exercises, also super dope. Assessment and feedback, learning assessment, right? So address the common concerns, job displacement, data privacy, ethical implications. Case studies for successful integration in other cities and districts. Okay, let's check this right here. All right, we're going to stop there because I'm going to show you how to get jiggy with it. All right, so here what I said. All right, Chad, that was dope. Looking at number 6 and using Web Pilot, please find some sources approaching this. Please cite them and summarize them, highlighting 3 key points each. Number 6, just in case you can't read, is case studies, successful integration into other districts. Boom. Individualized individualized student learning plans are the buzzwords in ed today. See, there we go. Now we are cooking with pan. All right, close enough. 2 hours west of Durham. That would be Beater Grove Creek, North Click. Chad is thinking hard. And boom, look, it is finding me some Stanford research, got the key points. University of Murcia, got the key points. Adaptive learning's impact on test scores. Here is the actual link. It got the key points. Boom. Click that, jump on over. Action Park. How effective is AI education? 10 case studies and examples. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, if you ask Chad good questions, Chad is doing the Lord's work. You know what I'm saying? Like, Kathy, I just saved you a bunch of time. I don't even know what the heck I'm doing. I am bumbling through something that is not in my echelon, but by using custom instructions, we can get Chad to do the damn thing. I'm just trying to tell you, right? I don't know if I'm right because it's not my field, but my initial feeling is these are pretty good. Now, what you would do is have it double check that, or if you read this page over chia, and something seems dope but not quite right, then tell Chad, okay, please check this again. This is crazy. This is crazy. Like I'm actually interested in reading this article, and I'm not an educator, but I am AI nerd at the moment. So that is pretty cool. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna click on my little read this later joint, and then boom, now it's added to my read this later joint. So back to Chad. Back to Chad. All right. So yeah, it tells you what these case studies are. It actually gives you a couple of links, and yeah, this is cool. And of course, WebPilot has an ad because they added a browser extension. Oh, cool. We'll fix that. We'll add that later. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? So here's an example. Here's just an example. So let's pick a different subject matter and persona, because again, with superpower, which for some reason, again, I told you this guys last week, mine is not working properly, have no idea why, but with superpower you can actually have several different personas. Let me pull up my notes again. I just wanted to give you guys some input on basically what you're looking for when you're trying to do a persona. All right, so these again are super generic. You really have to spend some time to pop these joints in a way that makes sense to you. I'm just giving you the basics gold. You do with this whatever to which you will. I'm sorry, I am fixing these things in what is this program called over here? I'm doing the eCam joints. Hold on. All right, so let's pop this in. You're going to say, basically, tell a little about yourself. You don't have to do it in exact order. Like, this is just what it is doing. These are just sort of a template. You can do whatever you want. Some people are freaked out. They don't want to say all of this personal stuff, but hey, do what you do. All right, so you put your name, how old you are, your gender, kind of doesn't matter. But I guess it depends on how you might see something. I remember a long time ago meaning like January, Keely was trying to do some work and trying to get it to talk about field hockey, umpiring, refereeing, whatever the proper terminology is, umpiring, from a female perspective, and it just couldn't do it. And then we had talks about it, and the one thing that I gathered is part of the reason why it struggles with that is there's not enough content out there about it. And at the time, it couldn't grab the current stuff. It could only grab what was 21 prior. So if anybody who was an expert in such a thing came through the ranks, say after 21, Keely, then it doesn't know your new information that you've been putting out there. Anybody, any of your contemporaries, like Gladys or whoever who stepped up to the plate. So that part's missing. Same thing with AT. AT had a lovely conversation about, like, let's use it to get some information about Black history. It's greatly underserved online. Chad can only pull information that is from online. It is now starting to read into books. It is now starting to get into scholarly journals, but it's just not properly taught in school. So there's not a lot of stuff out there. So it does help you show where the content gaps exist. All right. So you have to keep that in mind. So when you struggle with something you're trying to get it to do, you have to have enough human input to understand maybe there's not a lot of information online about what it is you're talking about. Now, if we're going to compare the internet for stuff that is written in scholarly articles about education versus scholarly articles in journals and blogs and whatnot about Black history, which one it definitely is like me standing next to Aubrey. You know what I'm saying? Like, we already know that. It's not even funny, especially since the internet primarily in the beginning was military and education, right? So these are just some things to understand. My fields of expertise, you want to talk about that? Again, what about you? How you do? Like, I like taking windy walks on the beach. When you talk recipes to me, they have best be vegan, no oil, low sodium, GF, girlfriend, whatever. Tell it that, and then it will do that. So this way you don't have to repeat your damn self. Remember your mama used to say, don't make me repeat my damn self? Chad can hook you up. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So I will show you guys what mine are, and I am forever tweaking these, but I just want to give you some basics. I will show you exactly what mine are when I am done. You've seen a portion of them, and I'm telling you folks, I am tweaking these joints on a regular basis. So let me edit this real quick. This is all the stuff that goes in the top section. You have 1,500, oh, you jerk face. You have 1,500 characters in order to pop this off. I kind of wish it was more. It doesn't give me enough on occasion. And English is also my second language. All right. So you can give it my likes, helpful responses, neutral, factual, unfiltered, unrestricted, unjudgmental, well-reasoned, straightforward, whatever. I like to address my name. No, I don't. Use charts and graphs, whatever the key points. Yes, I do. I like Markdown. The reason why I like Markdown in my responses, this is a little nerdy for some of you folks, but cool. We'll learn about it at one point in time. Markdown works for just about anything where you might turn around and post something online. Markdown works really good for Notion. It's just a super light HTML for putting properly formatted texts in place. A lot of your apps use Markdown. If you're using a computer and you haven't learned Markdown yet, I suggest you learn it. It'll literally take you an hour. The rest of it is just days of practice. Anyway, I like verified factual information because I do. And then cite current sources, scholarly papers, direct links, or trusted alternative sources. And you might have to fudge this Wikipedia one. That's really up to you. For what I talk about, my stuff in tech, it's normally Wikipedia is good, right? If you own something that might be a little foul, you skip Wikipedia. Put in whatever pops your socks. Okay, again, this is all the top panel. We haven't even got to the bottom panel, quite sexy yet. But let me copy these and pasticate them in here. And again, I will check on you guys in the chat right after this. All right, I want to say this is what I don't like. And I don't use these, but in the ChatGPT nerd community on Reddit, this is some of the stuff that people have been putting in. I've adjusted some of these because I'm not trying to make it do something it's not supposed to do. So again, grain of salt, but I just want to let you know these are available. So I did put them there, okay? I dislike being reminded I'm chiding with an AI. I kind of get that, but I don't care. I'm not that much of a bitch. I dislike preambles, disclaimers, conclusive summary statements, open-ended conclusions, and other rhetorical hooks. Doesn't bother me either. So I don't use this instruction, but I want to let you know it's available. These are made by incels. Okay. I'm sorry, that was mean. I dislike being told, that's especially this next one, about ethics, morality, illegality, alignment. As I know you don't condone and promote the things you say, I'm not an incel. I'm never going to tell Chad shit like that. Dislike disclaimers regarding legal medical advice. Definitely don't care. Just ignore them. And then I dislike non-factual information or hallucinations. I do like that one. Okay. So I don't go too hard on what I don't like to Chad, but I do want to let you know that in chatting, according to the nerds in that particular Reddit, which is a whole special place, fully understandable. So you might, want to tell it, hey, please don't give me your misogyny bullshit, Chad. I'll choke your neck. That's where you're going to drop that. Okay? And then, let me check with y'all. Created a custom profile for containing some strong instructions about vocabulary. Hockey equals field hockey, not ice hockey. Exactly what I'm talking about, Keels. That is exactly correct. And yes, check this out. You can give it, and I haven't tried this in a custom instruction, but this might work for you. If there is a site that has the glossary, put that in the custom instructions. Put that in the instructions under the response section. I think. Let me flip to the screen so I can keep explaining this to Keels. All right. So over here, Paya, hit that. Under here, under how you want ChatGPT to respond, you might put in a link that says cross-reference this rule book and this glossary of stated field hockey terms. And then, okay, wait. If regular hockey is ice wrestling, what is field hockey? You guys don't really fight like in ice hockey. Anyway, never mind. This is my brain, how it works. You guys are getting the insight into the brain, especially the brain on Sudafed. The brain on Sudafed is magic. So yes, that's really dope, Kills. I appreciate that you shared that because this is what I'm talking about. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to dive into the second panel real quick. But again, I want to tell you to try this, okay? I have seen GitHub repositories about instructions that you can try. I've looked at this one by my buddy Igor. He has a whole bunch of stuff in here. So let me go to educators real quick. And then I'm going to show you. I bought this from my friend Igor because I was just curious because this helped me figure mine out. So can I show you Notion? Why, yes, I can. Let me make it smaller so it fits. All right. So going back to what that girl name is, Kathy. Don't get at me, Kathy. I don't know. I'm saying I think you can. I want you to try that. Matter of fact, I know you're a multitasker. Try it now in the custom instructions. Make sure it's not too complicated. You don't have to have anything in the top, but in the bottom, try say when giving your answers, always refer to this rule book online. I'm sure there is. I'm sure you showed it to me before. And this glossary. Let's try that because you don't have enough space to put all of the glossary terms in that box. But I think you should be able to give it a link to go get it, especially if you have WebPilot installed. Or when you do your chat, have a keyboard shortcut that states at the end, always use the rule book and always use the glossary. Understand, you already did the part about understand. We're talking about field, not ice, and tonsil. Don't give me answers about tonsil hockey. Okay. Anyway, man, I'm curious to see what Keely pulls out with that because that would be dope. If I can give it a reference link in the bottom, come on, fam, come on. All right, so here is Cat. Cat is a Princep Hill. I'm gonna hit open. Here is what an example Igor's going to kill me for sharing this, but sorry. Because again, don't take these verbatim. You use these to do what you do, how you do it. You know what I'm saying? Let me go full screen for Cat real quick. Let's do center peak. All right. Nah, that was dumb. Let's go full. Boom. Okay. So I'm a principal of a multicultural K-12 school. Actually, in your particular case, not K-12, it's the next one. Don't start me lying. What is that, 9 through 12? Anyway, overseeing curriculum implementation, staff management, student welfare, working on creating an inclusive school environment, passionate about education, leadership, lifelong learning. Yes, that is me. Learning style, I learn best through case studies. There we go with that again. See, I was guessing. Bitch, you guessing. I was guessing, and I mean, I'm saying, just common sense sometimes. I'm just saying. All right. Personal background, based in Canada. Man, the Canada joint. What the hell is that? Based in America. Sorry, Keely. I have over 20 years, and we're talking about Kathy here, so let's change this to 30 years. I'm joking, Kathy. Experience in education, starting in school. Short-term goal is improve school academic performance. Long-term goal, aim to position our school as a leader in inclusive education. These are all good things to add in that custom instruction. Gangster. And you know what? You could probably use Chad to help you figure these out. If you take the bolded words and be like, Chad, I am a Prince Apple, and I want to build some custom instructions for a education leader. These are the questions I would like to put in custom instructions. The personal role, projects, interests, values, learning style, background. Give me a sample. Just an example. Oh, I could kill a man. There is something you can't understand. Sorry, musical Tourette's is hard on Sudafed. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, come on. That's pretty cool, right? Language proficiency. Tell it that you speak Blackanese, which I do. Specialized knowledge, educational background, master's degree in educational leadership, communication style. Boom. And we already know about the response format and tone. We don't really need to worry about that. But there is a persona right there. Now, let me see if I can find this link to Igor's ChatGPT custom instructions. I'm going to find you the link. Bayaka. Come on, load up internet. He had like over 600 of these in here. And, you know, honestly, you probably don't need to do this. You could just do this on your own. But I want to show you how I like to learn things because I do it weirdly. So Igor is rocking this. It was $100, but to me, it was worth it, you know, because he's literally just giving you the instructions on how to better write your own. So by reading through a bunch of these, I was able to set up mine to be the most effective to me. So to me, it was worth it. But again, a lot of these things you can search on Google. There's a bunch of custom instruction groups out there on Reddit. And at the end of the day, you kind of don't really need it. Like if you just follow what they told you, you're good. I just went hard. If you just follow the thought starters, right? If you follow these, top and bottom, you're gold. You're honestly gold. But again, some of you guys aren't really thinking like how to think it all the way through. And so I'm trying to give you the gold on helping you think it all the way through. So again, this is stuff that we will address in the Discord. We do have it. Keely put up like 3-4 months ago. She put up an AI section in the Discord. Don't nobody talking there except for Keely and Paul. So y'all slipping. Y'all are in the Discord. You know what I'm saying? So if you're trying to figure this out or you get stuck or you got questions or you just want to play together, if you guys want to open up a co-working session and let's AI together at some point, that's what the thing is for. That's what it's for. Hey, fat man, you call him on the phone? Hell yeah, call him on the phone. What the fuck you think call him on the phone is for? Sorry, you know what I'm saying? Anybody remember that movie? Write it in the chat. Anyway, like, this is gold. This is absolute gold. Because there are definitely, if you're running patterns in ChatGPT, it does start to learn after a while, but there are definite things that you have to say to it over and over and over again, and you just tired of repeating yourself, just like Mama used to say. I want to show you one more thing before we go. Not really custom instructions based, but we are going to pop into the Discord for a little quick after party, because after the party, there's the after party, and then there's a hotel lobby, and after there's probably Chris Fiesta. Oh, you can't do R. Kelly songs anymore. My bad. What I'm going to show you next is mind-blowing to me. I was doing some testing as I do, and hopefully it's synced. I think it's sank. Synced. I think it's sank. But I'm going to show you this, and this is where we're at now. And if you take it for what it's worth, and you understand the power that we now have invested in us, you will see that this is just the beginning and it's only going to get doper. I know a lot of people have slow walked into this because everybody else told them to be scared. And every time people telling you to be scared, that's the person you should look out for. Someone that tells you to be scared of something is a little bitch. No, they're probably trying to keep you scared of something so they can do it so that they can then have something over you. I'm just saying, I'm not a conspiracy theorist or anything like that, but I am always very timid of people that are like, you should be afraid of this. I investigated for my damn self. Okay, it's going to take a while to test it out, but I asked a pretty general question about using cards in a match, and it was fairly accurate for once. Okay, big ups, kills. I love it. All right, so just saying, don't be scared. If it bothers you, this the ethical side of it or whatever, I fully get that. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't know, because if you don't play with it enough to know what's popping, you won't know when somebody hands you something bad or unethical or whatever. This recently, Snotties are coming, so I gotta hurry up. Recently, I got my monthly newsletter for the condo, and I know exactly who our GM is. Cool cat, like I talk to him all the time. The front page of the newsletter was ChatGPT all over it. It was so bad, nestled in the lovely Honolulu Harbor. These are our lovely towers. It offers stellar sunsets with the nice allure of multiple arrays of colors from the sky. You can also see the smooth sea breeze as it comes across the ocean waves over the Kewalo Beach Park. And it's like, man, you don't talk like that, fool. You're an ex-military Marine Steelers fan. Your vocabulary does not sound like, Strunken Wagnalls. So stop. I only know that because I take the time to know this, right? So now I got to say, hey, listen, man, next time we got a minute, come by my office. I'll show you how to use ChatGPT properly so you don't sound like a D-bag when you send out the newsletters, because I'm cool with you using it. As a matter of fact, I applaud the fact that you use it, but let me show you how to use it. Let me show you how to make a custom persona that says I'm the building manager for a luxury apartment complex in Honolulu, Hawaii, and, blah, 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 and you'll get better answers. Anyway, so this, not to do with custom instructions, but hopefully the sync works, and I'll show you what I thought was quite amazing. So, I know what this is. I use this all the time. I use it this morning so I can come and do this, right? This is Nodo Noru. Nodo Nuru. Nodo Nuru is a amazing Japanese throat spray that works much better than anything that we sell here in America. But out of pure curiosity, hold on, let me go back to this. Hit a new chat for a second. If you're on 4 and you turn off plugins and you just do like default or advanced, no, advanced analysis also works. You'll have the ability to hit a plus file and you can upload an image. Under the default version, you see there's a place, you hit that, allows you to upload an image. So on your phone, it allows you to just take a picture with your phone. So I took this picture right here and I said, all right, Chad, what is it and how does it work? Based off of my custom instructions, which I'm going to blueprint, I'm going to save it for the people in the Discord, or I'll teach it to the members because my custom instructions are kind of gold. Okay. All right. So it told me what the role it was trying to do. And it says, the image displays a package of a Japanese throat spray indicated for relief of a sore throat. Product likely contains ingredients as antiseptics and anesthetics to soothe throat pain, reduce inflammation, kill bacteria or viruses that can cause throat infections. To use the spray, is typically administered directly into the throat. Dosing instructions are provided on the package insert. Boom. It then said, always read the label, because I wasn't dumb enough to tell it not to say that. But I know better, but anyway, is what it is. So then I sent it another picture, which is this, right? Actually, I take it back. From the same picture, I said translate the label, and it says, it's basically breaking down what that top says, right? What this blue writing says right here, and then what all of that says, right? So it said that it's Noro noodle spray, and the X stands for extra. It didn't catch that. EX is what Japanese use for extra, and then menthol, that's menthol, right? Japanese menthol, right? And then it says what it's for again, and it just broke down what it said up top, but it literally translated the label completely. Now, even as a highly skilled Japanese speaker, I can read about 40% of this. Some of this, the kanjis are above my pay grade. So I do understand the general gist of it because as an ex-paramedic, I know what's written on the back of packages. However, I was like, come on, gangster, what you got, Chad? And Chad said, boom, precautions for use. There's a possibility of allergic symptoms after using, if there's a family history of allergic symptoms, and 3, when allergic symptoms occurred with other drugs that contain the same ingredients, right? That's something Japan Kosei Show puts in every time, right? How to use it under a treatment of a physician, and if you have any abnormalities in the affected areas, right? It gives you how to use it. 1 to 2 sprays, 3 to 4 times a day. Children's under 15. Don't use this, basically, if your kid is under 3. Then it hits you with the active ingredients, right? These are the ingredients. My science won't allow me to read these things, but I can go and double check what they are, right? So if I was curious as to what that is, it already tells me that it's a disinfectant, but I could just look it up or tell chat to go deeper, right? And then it has glycerin, ethanol, and some other things, and it gives you all of the basic stuff, right? Boom, 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 boom. So that is just a primer as to where we are going with this stuff and how dope it can be. Because now, I don't have one. I do have one because I just bought something from Anchor. Where'd it go? Did I throw it away already? Here it is. Check this out. So, Keely, my thing is coming today. I did get a package update. So let's just say, in supposition, I get this quick start guide from Anchor, and there is a section in here talking about some of the electrical stuff, and I don't really understand what it is. Okay? So, let's do this, Doc. It says the input is 5 volt, 3 amps, and then it's 9 volts, up to 2 amps, or 12 volt, 2 amps. Those are the couple different inputs it can take. It tells me that it's a 5 watt, 75 watt, and 10 watt. And I'm assuming that means the, come on, Doc. The way this thing is set up, there's an iPhone charger and an AirPod charger, right? So it tells me what the operating temps are, what the radiant heat field is, and what is the transmission frequency and range. Let's say I was curious as to what this radiant heat field thing is, and it's what the heck is a UCA? I could take a picture of this here chart and be like, Chad, listen, you know I'm a YouTube nerd, but what in the hell does that mean? And Chad will probably break it down. You know, so like maybe you had to use an additional plug that you didn't have, or maybe you lost the instructions to something, and you know there's often one instruction that comes in English and the rest is in multiple language. What if the only other one you have is the multiple languages, right? Take that sucker like that, and then be like, okay, let me see that. So here's a prime example. Again, I don't have a, oh, I lied. Hold on. I do have my Manchester jacket right here. We're going to sing together now. Glory, glory, man, united. Sorry. All right. So it is time to wash this jacket. No, it's not. This jacket is brand spanking new. However, in here, they like, I don't know who came up with this mess, but fools like to give you washing instructions like this right now. And be like, I don't know what the hell none of that is. So we're going to lay it out right here. Kind of sort of neat. We're going to grab our phone, which you guys can't. Where the hell is my phone? Hold up. We're going to grab this phone. We're going to go here. We're going to go here. We're going to go here. ChatGPT. Right? And then we're going to put it on photo. Bro knows photo. And we're going to focus. Now we got this image. Okay? We're going to confirm. I don't understand those icons. Boom. Please give me the proper care instructions. Y'all don't understand. Y'all don't understand how good this is. Son, this is gangster. This is gangster on levels that's not even properly gangster. It tells me machine wash cold, do not bleach, do not tumbly dry, line dry, do not iron, right? It's all in here. I don't know what I just did. It had to happen to me earlier today. And then bam, it's all there. Do not dry clean. The circle with the X through it means do not dry clean. Now, Paul knows all of this crap because he owns a laundromat. But I don't know. Actually, I did know what it means, but I'm just giving you an example. These are where we are at nowadays, fam. This stuff is mind-blowing. Figure out how to make it work for you. And if you can or cannot, please drop into the old chords of disc and let's talk it through. Let's figure this joint out. All right, now, Discord people, I'm going to see y'all in the after party real quick. Excuse my language. The rest of you guys, if you enjoyed this, support the channel. Pop some merch, hit a super thanks, throw a super chat, like whatever. This is just what we're doing. We are raising fundages to buy Vision Pro. I'm not gonna lie to you. I will always say the truth. You know what it is? What we're doing is we're raising funds to help out the poor Puerto Rican children who's now 57 and looking to buy some Vision Pro. There you go. There you go. I'll see y'all in the Discord. Absolutely love you guys. You rock solid. And I'm super curious to get updates from Keels about how she's faring with her new boo. Not that Paul, the other Paul. This British twat over here. This guy. Yo, Dave, you want to see amazing? Check out Paul's channel. My man's is like 120-ish thousand folks deep, and he has the most brilliant idea that I don't know if nobody thought of, but he thought of it. How to easily fix appliances so you don't throw them away and make a hell of a mess inside the landfill. And 121,000 subs, like, putting in that work, right? Putting in that work. Like, Paul's good. He's a funny looking dude, but he cool. That's my man. So, yeah. If you ever need questions about appliances, go see howtorepair.com and put up with the weird British accent. But, you know, it's all good in the hood. All right, gang. I love you. I'll see y'all in the Discord. Peace out.
City of mine, how I love the city of mine. It never gets me down. City of mine.